Good morning, students. Today our topic is Python programming, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about loop conversion, how we can convert a program from one loop to another if there is a use of loop. So there is a small program here, and the program is related to basically a table print a table. So as you know that there are three conditions in a loop. First of all, initialization, and then checking condition, and then increment and decrement. These all three conditions are given together in case of while loop, in case of for loop, and there is a use of range function in for loop. As you can see in a screen that statement that for a in range 1 comma 11 comma 1, it means that 1 is an initial condition. It means loop start with the value of a is equal to 1 here, and then it check that this value is less than 11 or not. That is means uh, it is a checking condition here, and then when loop is and there is an increment of value of 1 when loop is executed uh, at a single time, and then there is increment of value of 1, and so we can say that it execute for a is equal to 1, a is equal to 2, a is equal to 3, a is equal to 4, and then a is equal to 10. Last value is not included in that case. So that is the meaning of range function in loop, and all the three conditions are given together in case of for loop using range function. And so it is very easy and very simple to use uh, for loop, and we most of the program we use basically for loop, because all the three conditions are given together in case of the for loop. But in case of while loop it is not so. Most of the time it is difficult to implement for while loop, but three conditions remain same. It means initialization, checking condition, and increment decrement for while loop also. So as far as condition is concerned, there is no difference in terms and there is no difference. All the three conditions are same, but the difference is that in the for loop all the three conditions are given together, but in case of while loop it is not so. All the three different conditions are all the three different conditions for a loop are given at different places or put different places in a program. So this is a program related to a printer table, and when we make this program using a while loop, you can easily see that second program is related to while loop, in which first of all num is declared. Num is basically a variable in which num basically variable which represent the number which we want to print a table. So num is equal to input enter any number, and then after initialization. So first of all initialization is there, a is equal to 1, because we want to print a table, and first of all table must be multiplied with the value of 1. So a is equal to 1 is there, and then checking condition is also given with while loop, always given with while loop. So you can easily see that while a is less than 11, because the last value is 10 and we multiplied a number by 10. So any number which we want to print a table and is initially multiplied by 1, and the last multiplication which we perform is by 10. So you can easily see that while a is less than equal to 11, and then there is a print statement. The print statement is same as that in case of the for loop, so there is no change at all. But when the print statement is over, should be an increment. There should be an increment. So we just write that a plus is equal to 1. It means a is equal to a plus 1. So all the three conditions there. Now you can easily see that this program marked with the green and are the three conditions. In case of for loop these are given together, but in case of the while loop these are uh, placed in different places. In case of while loop a is equal to 1, with while loop always the condition is given that a is less than 11, and that at last a plus is equal to 1 means a is equal to a plus 1. Both are the two different representations. I just told you that a assignment operator can be these are different forms of assignment operator. You can write a is equal to a plus 1 or a plus is equal to 1. Now let us execute this program and just check that what is the output. um, both are the same or not. So just go to Python programming. Python 3.3 is there. Interactive mode is open interactive mode, and then if you want to run this program, then go to script mode. Just type a program here and then run the program. F5 is the shortcut key for run a program here. And before run a program, we have to save the program first. So save the program now. This is the output. You can easily see that enter any number. You just give a number 5, then table of 5 will be printed here. And now let us execute this program for value of 5 but using while loop, and see that whether the output is same or not. Enter the number 5 and you can easily see that in both cases output is same. It means we have successfully done the conversion from for loop to while loop. Conversion of for loop to while loop, here you can easily see that. So always remember that in case of for loop all the three conditions are put together, but in case of while loop it is not so. All the three conditions are mentioned at different parts of a program here. Now this is the second program, and you can easily see that first this program is made by using for loop and then using while loop. So it is a program to print the sum of first and natural number using for loop. Sum of first and natural numbers. It means that if you put n is equal to 10, then sum will be printed up to from 1 to 10. It means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. And for this purpose, first of all, num should be declared. Num is a variable to which we want to print a sum. So num is equal to int input, enter any number, and then we take a variable named sum and initialize it with 0. Actually it contains the final answer, and we here initialize it with 0 because we don't want to contain any garbage within it. So we just initialize it with 0, and then loop starts here for a in range 1 comma num plus 1 comma 1. So because all natural numbers start with a value of 1, so we just start a loop from 1, and then last value is not included in case of range function, so we just take num plus 1, and there is increment of value 1 in each time, so comma 1 is there. By default the increment is 1, so we don't write it in range function, so it's okay for us. I always take a increment of value 1, and then sum is equal to sum plus a. It means it always add whenever a loop is going to be executed, it add a previous sum to the next value of a, and then finally when we just get out of the loop, then sum will be printed according to value of the n. So that is the use of for loop. Now second program is made by using while loop, and you can easily see that three conditions are given here by marked by a green pen. So all the three conditions are, first of all, initial condition. Initial condition always put before while statement, and then while statement always given the condition which we have to check, and Inside the body of the while loop, we just declare increment or decrement statement here, and rest all things are same as that of that are given in case of for loop. So that is the conversion, that is the process of how to convert a program from for loop to while loop. Here you can easily see that. So number num is same, int input enter any number, then after initialization is equal to 1, and then sum is equal to 0. Sum is basically a variable which is stored a result, and then while a is less than or equal to num plus 1, then print statement and then increment decrement. Now let us check it whether both the program gives the same output or not. You can easily see that entire number, just write okay, let us make it simple, 10. Answer will 55 here. You know that sum from 1 to 10 is 55. Now let us check it again for while loop also. You can easily see that, run the program, f5 is there, okay, enter any number, 5, okay, 10, 55. So answer is same for the both parts. It means that we have successfully done the conversion from for loop to while loop here. Now I think it is clear to all of you that how to convert a uh, program using for loop to convert a for loop to while loop here. Now here we take a little bit complicated program, and this program is basically based on a nested loop. So you can also convert a nested loop from one loop to another. So first program is a program based on a for loop, and here you can see that two different loops are there, and both are of a for loop, and there is a print a pattern or a number. First loop is basically number 1 in range 3. Here you can easily see that 3 is given here, no initial condition increment is given here. It simply means that there is increment of 1 and the initial value is 0, because these are the default values. And second loop is there. Here just I talk about the yellow portion of the program, our program marked in a yellow pen, yellow and yellow area. And second program, just we start the value from 10 and just go up to 14, and so in initial value is given, and then last value is given, and here we can see that there is increment of 1. So now if we convert this program into for loop, while loop, so first of all let us take it in a easy way. First of all, convert only one loop into while loop, and second loop remains same in case of this program. As you can see here that first loop is basically 0 comma 3 comma 1, because by default the value loop start from the value of 0. Okay, then now just we have to convert the first for loop into while loop. So we have three conditions now. We have actually there are three conditions of there are three parameters, or we can say that of a loop. First of all, initial condition, then checking condition, and then increment or decrement. So in this case we can easily see that first of all loop start from 0, so we just write num1 is equal to 0, and then there is a checking condition 3. It means uh, num1 must be less than 3, and there is an increment of value 1. So we just write in green portion, you can easily see that last statement is num1 is equal to num1 plus 1. You can easily see that these are the three conditions. given here. Initial condition, checking condition, and increment decrement. And we just take inner loop as same as in case of previous program. So only outer loop is changed, and we just convert it in while loop. So this is the first portion of our program, and when we want to convert nested loop using while loop. Here in first program both loops are for loop, but in second case we just convert in a outer loop into while loop, and inner loop is remain same for loop. So this is the first step. In second step we just convert this this inner loop into while loop. So if we convert in a single time, then it will basically get you confused. Now one thing should always remember that when we write that see the last line, num1 is equal to num1 plus 1, we can write also as num1 plus equal to 1. So most of the time in book or in examination it is written as num1 plus equal to 1. So it simply means that num1 is equal to num1 plus 1. So you can easily see that all the three conditions are given here, and basically these programs convert, and there is a conversion from for loop to while loop here. Always remember that first of all initial condition is there, initialization is there. When you complete initialization, and then check the condition using while statement, and then finally just go to increment or decrement. And increment or decrement is just uh, statement is just a part of the body of the while loop. Always remember that. Here you can also see that when we write num1 plus is equal to 1, then this statement is written within the body of the while loop. And if you see the indentation here, then there is the same indentation for the for loop and the num1 plus is equal to 1. It means that the body of the loop while loop contain two statements, and the print statement is also there. This is the part of the for loop. Okay, so always check the indentation, and it basically play a very important role in case of loop. This basically tells that which statement is part of which loop, or connected to which loop. So you can easily see that num1 plus equal to 1 is connected to while loop here. So all the three conditions are there. So initialization, checking condition, and increment and decrement. All the three conditions are given there. Now second task is to, when we convert first outer loop into while loop, then our focus is to convert this inner loop into while loop. That is also a for loop there for num2 in range 10, 14, and the process is same for this loop also. It means we just convert we just first of all write initialization, and then checking condition, and then increment and decrement there. So as far as program is concerned, if you want to make a program using nested loop, then always try that you always try to make a make this program using for loop, or you can make now this program using two different types of loop. As in this case, this is also a case of nested loop, but here the only difference is that both loops are of different types. So while loop contain basically for loop, so this is also an example of nested loop here. So there is no difference at all. Now Let us make this program using only while loop. So it is little bit complicated here, but let us do it and let us check that what is the difference between these two. As you can see that first part is remains same. It means first loop, or we can say that outer loop. And here was just we have to uh, make only one change. Inner loop should be converted into inner loop should be of while loop. You can easily see that these are the conditions uh, related to outer loop. And now for inner loop, we just follow the procedure: initialization, checking condition, and increment and decrement. So for this purpose, and always try to write statement increment and decrement using assignment operator in standard format. Standard format is just like that: num1 plus is equal to 1. It means num1 plus is equal to num1 plus 1. This is a standard format, and most of the time this format is used. Now you can easily see that this is the inner loop, and just we mark with a different color here to make a difference that which in the condition is a part of. Okay, yellow color is there. So yellow color basically mark the inner loop. You can easily see that initial condition, and then while with there is a checking condition, and then finally increment or decrement. You can write num2 is equal to num2 plus 1, like num2 plus is equal to 1 here. So just write it as I told you, and let us check the difference. Now I think it is clear to all of you that how to convert a program from for loop to while loop. And you can easily see that condition related to two different loops are there. Marked with different color. And now we have three programs. First program is using only for loop. Of course, nested loop is there. And second program is also example of nested loop, but first loop is a while loop and second loop is a for loop here. And in third part, both loops are while loop. It is also an example of nested loop, but both loops are while loop here. So all the three programs will give you same output, but nested but both three but all the three these three programs are basically use the same concept of a nested loop, but using different loops here. First using only for loop, second using while loop and for loop, and third using only while loop. So now the concept is very much very clear to all of you. Always remember three things. First of all, in a loop there are three conditions. First of all, initialization is there, then checking condition. It means loop check the value whether it is true or false. If the value is found to be true, then the loop will be executed. Otherwise, no loop is going to be executed at all. And then when loop is executed for one time, then for second time there should be increment or decrement, and condition is checked again. So increment or decrement should also be there. So there are three conditions. In for loop, we declare all these three conditions together when using a range function. So students, let us execute this program one by one and let us check that output is same in all cases or not. If output is same, then it means that we have successfully completed the conversion here. So let's check it. First of all, program using only for loop, and you can easily see that output here for outer value 0 in a loop is going to be executed 4 times 10, and the values are 0 10 0 comma 10 0 comma 11 0 comma 12 0 comma 13, and same is case for 1 and 2 also. So total 12 value will be printed. And second program, again we can also check that whether the output is same or not. Here you can easily see that. So just execute the program here. Okay, output is same, you can easily see that. First of all, program is going to be executed for 0, then 1, and then for 2. Here 0 1 and 2 are the value of outer loop, and total times is 12 times. So total 12 times will be printed, total 12 times 12 value will be printed here. And a loop is going to be executed for each outer loop 4 times. So total 12 values are there, and you can easily see that the output is same in both these cases. So here we successfully convert this program into while loop here. Second is an example of for and while nested loop, and this is a nested loop using only while there. So let us check whether it gives us the same output or not. Just run the program and you can easily see that. Okay, again in this case you can easily see that all these three conditions are same. It means first of all loop is going to be executed for value 0, then 1, and then 2, and the total values are 12 here. In all the three programs total 12 values are there, you can easily see that. So here we have successfully converted a nested loop into using for loop, using while loop, and using while and for loop. So different types of nested loops are there, and I converted it successfully. Concept is very simple. First of all, initialization is there, then checking condition, and then increment or decrement. Now let us take a quick revision of all these three programs. This is the first program, basically related to a table, and there is a print of a table using for loop and using while loop only. Then second program is related to sum of first and natural number, and this program is basically first is a using for loop, and second is using for while loop, and third program is a nested example of nested loop in which certain numbers will be printed, and we have just made it using for loop, using while loop, and using only while loop. So this is the concept of a nested loop here, and also a conversion of one loop to another loop. Always remember that when you convert a one loop into another loop, then concept is very simple. First of all, mention initial condition, initialization, and then checking condition using while loop, and then increment and decrement. So I hope Now you are able to understand the concept of while loop and for loop very well. So thanks for watching this video.